We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the New York Mets and the New York Yankees. Yankees baseball is next. Masahiro Tanaka is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Yanks. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball at the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard towards center, and that's in there. Base hit.
Yeah, and every starting pitcher in a game comes out ready to fire, hoping that they're going to have a big game. What they don't plan for is giving up base hits on the first 2 pitches of the game. Well, it is what it is. Now he's got to find a way to limit the damage.
Yoenis Cespedes striding in next. High in the air out to center field. Hicks is under it. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
So here's Pete Alonso. Hit hard toward the right side. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And the run will score as the Mets have claimed the early 1-0 advantage. Throw won't get him.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
From the stretch. Line hard toward right center. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. From the stretch. In the air out to left. Frazier is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Mets 2 and the Yankees coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on. Jacob deGrom is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mets. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, man. One of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Pops this one up. Alonso in foul ground, and no one will get this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. In previous duels with deGrom, he's gone 2 for 6. He's taken him deep once. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he fouls this one off. Sanchez absolutely hammers left-handed pitching. There's a lot of pop in his swing for sure, but if there's one criticism of his bat, it's that he doesn't put the ball in play enough in these situations. Seems like hitters like this are more and more common these days. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
Here's big Aaron Judge. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning.
Going to be a long day if he executes like this, punching tickets right out of the gate.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. It's the Mets 2 and the Yankees nothing. Back now for the second inning in the Bronx, and here's Heidi Watney with an update on the weather.
Well, Matt, there is precipitation in the forecast, but talking with some of the grounds crew here before the game, they said they don't think it will have a significant impact as we move forward. We can't expect a light sprinkle, but there shouldn't be any stoppages in play.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. We'll hope that's true. And guys, what's the toughest thing about playing in damp conditions like this?
I'm going to be honest with you, Matty. If it stays like this, not a problem. It's just a nuisance. Yeah, the ball might be a little damp, throwing it across to first base. Might have to gather yourself a little bit more, but this weather won't affect anything.
On a line, that's a base hit. And big trouble as this gets to the wall now. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Well, every pitcher gets to start the inning with a fresh slate, and he's out trying to put that last inning behind him. But he's got to be shaking his head right here. A leadoff double on the first pitch, and he's back in trouble again. Things just not going his way right now.
Andres Gimenez the next to bat. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Frazier ranges deep into the corner to make the catch for the first out. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Nothing. A 2-0 lead. Last half of the second set to go, and digging in is the veteran DH, Giancarlo Stanton. And I'm not sure you can get fooled worse than that. It's 0-1.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there, and even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
A good bend on that one as it's fouled away. Strike 2. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
Boy, he's really on a roll on a hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Digging in, Luke Voit, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Voit playing here in his age 29 season. He was taken in the 22nd round back in the draft of 2013.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. As it's on the ground toward the hole. Cano has it. Throw gets him there from short right field. A nice play, and that one ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're down 2-0. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Wilson Ramos.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Judge is in his tracks now, and he's got it for out number 1.
Now batting, third baseman, J.D. Davis.
Digging in to try it again, J.D. Davis. He reached on a single in his first try. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Line toward right center. Hicks is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The left fielder,
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3, but they're on top 2-0. Stepping in, Clint Frazier, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Torres comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Torres, certainly a versatile middle infielder, playing shortstop today despite being a second baseman naturally.
Yeah, Matty, normally the transition from second base to shortstop goes the other way around, but this guy has such a strong arm. I don't see it being any problem for him to put his foot in the ground, backhand something in that 5-6 hole, and throw a strike to first base.
At the plate now, Aaron Hicks, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Swung on and missed. That strike 2. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Bombers. They trail it here 2-0. All set for the start of the 4th, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And no one will track it down. The 0-2 once more. High and deep to left center field. Looking up is Hicks. Gone to lead off the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field, and the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
And Cano, don't you know, is going to reach. It's a base hit.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan, they don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can right into the shift and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Row, when you've come up all the way through high school, Little League, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
Frazier is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Striding in once again, Dominic Smith. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that'll get down for a base hit. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. To the plate now, Andres Gimenez. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Hicks is after it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. Over now, they'll apply the tag between second and third. It's a careless double play, and the inning is prematurely over. But the Mets are able to tack on one thanks to the solo homer. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's 3-0 New York. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did it get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count. Holy smokes. That's the first ball they've taken the entire game so far. They're swinging at everything.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Now the pitch. To 2-2 now.
He's in complete command of his two-seamer right now. It's got great movement, great depth, running all over the place. This offense is going to have a tough time.
And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield. And as I thought might be the case based on how close that play was, they're requesting a chance to review the replay and decide whether or not to challenge the safe call. So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed.
All right, so here's one final look at it. Now remember, there has to be indisputable video evidence in order to overturn the call. He was called safe and probably could go either way, but I don't think there's enough right here to change the call.
And we'll get our answer here as the headsets come off, and the runner is safe. So the ruling is confirmed, and they'll lose the ability to challenge for the remainder of the game. Into the box, Gary Sanchez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. To the left side, but it's well fouled. LeMahieu on at first, nobody out, and it's fouled away. Another one sent foul. Davis has got it. To second, there's Cano. On to first, and they turn the double play.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron.
And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the game plan is today. Too many early swings. They got to be a little bit more patient at the plate.
Judge, who fittingly gets Nick, and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Yanks held in check. They trail in this one 3-0. So here's Brandon Nimmo. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Brandon Nimmo.
Hit hard up the middle. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. A hit in 2 tries so far. Here comes the first pitch. 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Stopped on the slide by LeMahieu. On to first, a double play.
Now batter, third baseman.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into bat next will be J.D. Davis. In the air now out to right field. Judge is under it, and the inning is over. Quick work there as the Mets are down on 4 pitches, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Thank you, Heidi. And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. He leads off from the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Cespedes is there. 1 down.
Now batter, first baseman, Luke.
Ready for another chance? Luke Voigt. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Into the corner and slicing foul. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
Now batter, number 12.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll head to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, not enough to qualify for the victory, as his bullpen will have to go a long way to hang on to the lead. Edwin Diaz is on his way to the mound, and this is a rather curious move to bring on the closer in just the 5th inning.
Diaz.
Stepping in now, Gio Urshela, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Urshela, 28 years old. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Diaz is known in part as a reliever with a clutch factor, perhaps. An escape artist is another way to put it. Regardless, he seems to be at his best when pressed up into difficult situations, which is kind of what you want out of a bullpen arm.
No doubt about it, Matty V. And I call a guy like this troubleshooters, guys that you can bring into a game with runners in scoring position. They don't panic. They keep the game at a slow pace. And more importantly, they make good pitches to good hitters to get out of tough situations.
Standing in now, Clint Frazier. Line hard. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. The Yankees claw back a bit thanks to the home run. We're through 5 innings here tonight. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Next up for New York, Yoenis Cespedes. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
You know, Matt, and every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
Now batting.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Popped him up. Voit moving to his left. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, number 24.
Robinson Cano the next to dig in. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Hicks going back. And he makes a nice catch on the track. Is that bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop Torres.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Nimmo. 1 down.
Now batting, center fielder, Aaron.
Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
So it was a strikeout looking there. Aaron Hicks becomes out number 2 this inning. And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. In there, a base hit. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Score holds, it's 3-1. Chad Green is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 57.
Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Michael Conforto. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Line toward the gap in left center. Frazier arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
The batter,
At the plate now is the designated hitter, Dominic Smith. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Here's the first pitch to him. Pulled toward right center field. And Hicks will settle under this one for the second out.
Up next to the net.
At the plate, Andres Jimenez. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder is on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Nothing across here this half. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Mets 3 and the Yankees 1. Next for New York, Gary Sanchez. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, that's nice execution right there. Swung through the first slider, got it again, stayed tall, kept his hands back, didn't try and do too much, and delivered a nice base hit.
Conforto will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. Giancarlo Stanton now. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Slider bends into the middle of the strike zone, taken for a strike. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And as Yankees fans hear on television quite frequently, see ya. A long 2-run homer off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. And with it, the Yankees have tied this one at 3.
Big time at bat right there. Team trailing, and he ties it up with a bomb. Interested to see how this one finishes out.
Now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Steven Matz takes the ball from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame. At the plate, Luke Voit. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. In there, 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Popped up. Davis over to his left, but it's the pitcher that makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, number 29.
Stepping in, Gio Urshela, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. to short. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. We'll march on to the 8th, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Ready to begin the 8th, and digging in is the outfielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Frazier is there, and he'll bring this one in.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Wilson Ramos. He was a double play victim last time around. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
J.D. Davis the next at bat. Skied into straightaway right. Judge is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 52, Yoenis Cespedes.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And up next, the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes. From the stretch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Judge is under it, and that's the 3rd out. Mets strand 1. Score remains tied at 3-3. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and standing in the outfielder, Clint Frazier. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. And he hits it hard to the right side. Cano fields it cleanly. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
Stepping into the box, Aaron Hicks. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Line drive base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
At the plate now, DJ LeMahieu. And this is knocked down on the mound. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. 9th inning coming up, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Zach Britton will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. All set to start the ninth in this one. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Pete Alonso. He's set. Here it comes. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Britton, a 32-year-old veteran. He was selected in the 3rd round during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Hicks is there. One quick out to start inning number 9.
Now batting, second baseman.
So striding in, Robinson Cano. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. High and deep to straightaway right. Hicks going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Digging in, Michael Conforto. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's set and the pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
The second this thing got past the outfielder, you knew it was at least a double, possibly a triple, but he turns on the afterburners and is safely into third.
So now to the plate, Dominic Smith, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. And he bats in a big spot here. Go ahead run at third. 2 men out.
He's gone.
The runner's breaking for home. Hard hit toward the hole. And that'll get past his outstretched glove. It's a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's what makes you feel really good about yourself.
Into the box now, Andres Jimenez pops this one up. Urshela has room in foul territory, and that's the third out. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the 9th. Mets out in front, 4-3. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And the next to bat, the Dominican-born catcher, Gary Sanchez. First delivery to him on the way. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
To the plate now, Aaron Judge. As he'll take a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
Interested to see what the pitcher goes to now. After getting that late hack on the curveball, does he speed him up with some velocity?
Hit hard on the ground to first, and that is through into right field for a single.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Nimmo will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2.
Now batting, first baseman, Luke Voit.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Luke Voit. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the ninth, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The New York Mets came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Steven Matz pitches well enough to get the W. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious New York Mets, 4 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Yankees, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game: 3 hours and 1 minute. Our paid attendance here tonight.